Cthulhu, no surprises. It's going to work incredibly well with his teamfight presence.
Yeah, not surprised at all that that's where Yorkcore ends up going with 3 other solo laners taken off of the table. So now we gotta look at both of these compositions. SSG and Sanguine, is it the top 4 matchup we think it is, or will one of these teams run away with it? Let's find out as we start game number 1.
That's a fantastic point there, Finch, and one I imagine we'll get to the bottom of as SSG and Sanguine battle it out in our one and only matchup here. It is Dolson, Doug on the camera, and Hindu is with me.
This Freya, we've not seen massive amounts out of her. Oh, hold that thought though. Netroid's gonna die here.
Oh wait, all the aggression had been going the other way, and now Vote finds an opening onto Netrioid. Disastrous start, and now Cheerio over in the mid lane as well forces back Shinto, I suppose, early on. Played recently, but you gotta look back at that first blood. Big for the long lane. Could be second blood on the table now. Panatom, Cheerio dueling it out back by the Harpies. Oh, the polymorph from the mid lane. The hands cop in the middle, and Dardes saves his jungler's life, but only just for a moment. Cheerio falls on the back end.
Beats bit by Dardes though as Jakor actually gets towards him, but he's not going to continue a chase any further. Dead jungler from my point of view, because A, they're not stealing my farm, but B, I got the kill on the other jungler. So it's a win-win scenario for both these mid laners now. The only difference is Shinto is still up in levels.
Yeah, I walk in, do the absolute bare minimum, and get a kill for it. I'll take that every day of the week, and that's a fight. Cheerio! Oh, the shielding! Oh, it's not enough. Shinto finds the root and the kill. You don't often see that. Maybe a little bit. There is maybe a small window for Raffer onto Netrioid here. Beads down on this ROM, though the ultimates are there. Pluck on, back immediately into the knockup. Vote airstrikes up and over. Just has to choose his landing spot, and he's got it. But Netrioid stays alive a little bit longer, but not long enough. Vote swoops down. Graham, sometimes we set the stage perfectly, and that feels good. SSG. That pulls Vote now a couple levels ahead and a couple kills ahead. That's going to open the door. This purple buff invade. Wrong, you just searching close by, and he'll complete the ultimate here, but he's all alone. Argus drops down. That's a killing spree, but Shinto will snipe down Vote in the back line as well. Netrioid has found a few snipes. Dardes will dodge out a decent bit of the damage there. Ultimately, we land at a 1-for-1, but purple buff invade successful. Agreed. And still pressure for SSG over in the long lane. Purple buff has respawn. SpaceStation starting to rotate in. Rongyu a bit caught out. There is the pluck. Argus not fast enough. He needs some boots of his own as Rongyu will dash away, stays alive. So big ultimate now down, and that's Dardes. Panatom pulled right back in, but the polymorph, the ult, good enough from Cheerio, and down goes Panatom. Now Cheerio on the board for her first kill of the game.
I was about to say, I think that was really good for Sanguine. They survive, they force a Herald, but then round the back comes Panatom unchecked, but walks into two.
From getting there, a little bit of extra protection for Shinto as Rongyu dashes away. Vote successful purple buff invade, so a little bit of extra gold infused into the Hunter's pockets. Rapper will pop that horrific emblem. So much damage flying on through from Shinto. But look at this, Cheerio is re-engaged. Argus swings on through from Dardes. Panatom will snag one. Netrioid, no HP, has to snipe down some damage from the skies. Yarkor is rotated in, and he's going big here, but Nika wants to keep that win rate alive on this Amaterasu. Deep into the back line, a double kill for Nika as Panatom ends up falling on the back end. Yarkor is going to do his damnedest to stay alive. A 2 versus 2, and an airstrike late on keeps Vote alive.
So Hunters and solo laners survive there, and think about it, on just allowing you to buy a bit more time for another rotation or support in a competitive setting. But look at this from Sanguine on the right side. I like to see this. They're trying to make something happen, but they don't, and it's poor old Netroid left on an island.
Yeah, goodbye. That is easy for SpaceStation Gaming. Netrioid, no relics, no chance. And down goes the ROM. I don't think even an ult saves his life there. Just plugs down a little bit more damage. Here's the answer, though, from Sanguine. 4-man group around this mid lane tier 1 tower. SpaceStation will knock down the left side tier 1 tower. Dardes left alone. Connects with the 3-man polymorph, but not enough to get the kill just yet. Nika, though, remedies that situation. Here's a dazzling offensive. 3 versus 2 on the chase lane. Nika and Rapper, no way they have the damage for this right, but watch out for Cheerio rotating in around the backside.
Yeah, I mean, Sanguine forced a tier 1 tower in mid to lose a tier 2 in left, and still Vote's going to push for Phoenix here. Oh no, Talali's going to go back to base, but now, with Cheerio coming in here, I don't know, Dave. This is a rough thing for Sanguine to see.
Suddenly, Nika's 4-0 on this Amaterasu. It's just getting worse for Sanguine. Shinto has to burn both of his actives just to stay alive. Netrioid back on respawn from his death earlier on, but very hard to chase down this Amaterasu and the Sobek. So that is sort of all she wrote for this little engagement as well. Suddenly bad to worse for Sanguine as SpaceStation pushed this lead.
And SpaceStation kind of just chose what they wanted to do in terms of objectives there, right? They focused the tier 1 into a tier 2, leaving 2-3 members over there. Sanguine got upset by that and went, well, let's try and gang mid. Good play.
Oh, it's a knock-up from Rapper, but you gotta slow down Shinto.
missed!
Oh, wrestling offensive! The placard back, down goes Shinto. Can't hit the point-blank shot when the peel is there from SpaceStation Gaming.
Oh,
Phantom won't get anything either. The snipes from range, nil. My goodness, Sanguine thought they might have had one there.
Your call first, maybe force that ultimate, which actually is still on cooldown, so not really available here. But Vo's just going to go around and strip towers right now. This is just well played from SpaceStation a couple of times in a row, and Sanguine, who look frustrated, have been trying to take fights that haven't worked out. Now, Rongyu could die here.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to. His vote will dash forward and finalize that kill. 5-1 and 4 on your Jingwei. Easy as you like. Bit of small skirmish on the left-hand side as well, as Dardes will drop down Argus. Half HP for effectively everyone, but no Phoenix is down yet.
Look at Cherio. Oh, and Shinto just missing that shot is a big go time for SpaceStation. FG on line 2. And round the back, Cherio was just lurking, waiting for an opportunity, and there it was, Dave.
Well, Graham, this might be the opening for SpaceStation Gaming. Deep into the mid lane go Nika and Cherio. A double kill for Nika. Now 3 members of Sanguine grouped up on the left and Phoenix. That's going to open the door for SSG to take this bird down. The middle lane Phoenix will fall as well. They all 5 have FG. Can they group for Titan?
Maybe. We've got a full minion wave in mid coming through now. One in left as well. Jakor no ultimate. Only Rongyu will up. I don't know. Probably could end here, Dave.
They're going to group up, and they will try. Argus not available for Dardes, but Rongyu goes in. He's alone this time around. Titan being looked at by SSG. This one is a 23-minute game, and SpaceStation run away with it.
Yeah, they really did. The runaway term that you just said there, Dave, absolutely
accurate. Be a bit more combative, as does the thought, but this is going to be an uphill battle for Sanguine. I don't think there's any other way to look at it at this point. They've given up some really strong picks over there.
My read is very similar to what yours is on the situation. I think Sanguine individually have gotten some picks that they think will work here. Hindu Man still with me for game 2.
Because like, Sanguine can do well against teams that they're expected to lose sometimes, just not SSG so far.
Yeah, it's always the important takeaway, is Nika might be the takeaway over in solo. The heal is enough. The dash there as well. Yarkor on the chase. Minions running him down. Good point out there. Nika slowly sustaining up. Likely to be the first blood here, and it is Panatom making his way over to the solo lane. Seemed like only a matter of time. Now there's a pluck though onto Rongyu. Back goes the Kuzenbo. Rapper suddenly taking more damage than he bargained for. Could be a couple volleys of kills here for Sanguine. Rapper will end up falling. Hopefully the kill goes over to Netrioid. He dashes away, and Netrioid does hit the fadeaway shot. So now Sanguine have locked in back-to-back kills.
And one thing to note as well, that early game, hold that for though, Panitam in the jungle getting caught by Cherio for a second, and Dardes wrapping round. We could see another fight.
We sure could. Dardes is here, and he'll do some decent damage with that polymorph. No mana, no problem. Dardes gets the kill. He's on retreat now. Argus just ticks over to that level 5. There's a pin just for some extra damage. No mana, of course, was damage. Otherwise, Cherio may have been confident enough. Shinto just needs to connect with 1 or 2, but Dardes just quick enough to run away. Now purple buff being fought over, dropped down by Sanguine, I believe, here. No, it's Rapper who picks that one up, so successful on the invade is SSG. Rongyu trying to chase it on through. Up and over goes Panatom. Silence is Cheerio. The tick damage from the beads. Oh, Panatom plucked right back into Cheerio, and they don't have the damage yet, but Rapper sure does. Shinto just wide on a few of the long-range abilities there in Cheerio. Is he going to stay alive? No, Rongyu from range with the Nene Kappa, but he gets plucked immediately back in.
Shinto, dive it, dive it! No, never mind, Hera's on the way, and what can Dardes do? Low mana on Netroid, no beads, but Shinto's poke's trying to keep him at bay for now, Dave. Raph is still hunting around here too.
Cheerio, though, it was a bold strategy, I think, on the onset there to wrap beneath that tier 1 tower and try to find the pick.
Oh, but this is more bold strategies, Colin. Let's see how this works out for Panitom. Run from Argus, boy, you're gonna need to. Dardes gonna take him down with that. I don't know what that was. Honestly, overconfidence. That's what it felt like.
But You know, maybe a half level behind is not going to be enough, but you can put him further behind if you're going to dive his tower.
They need a hit.
Charge being ticked on down, and Yarkor will pick up the kill. Panatom makes his way over to Solo.
They're trapped.
And it results in a kill, but Cheerio here as well. Double 9 turns blessing. Yarkor with the knock-up wrapper. Horrific Emblem will slow down Sanguine on the retreat. This is a good old 2v2. No one else rotating in just yet. Yarkor will connect with Cheerio. On to the ultimate. Big damage cleaves through on the spin. Wrapper erupts from the earth, but Panatom escapes with his life.
Well, at the end of the day, Mika does at least fall. No teleport available to get in the fight, but still the fight's going. And Cheerio going to go down because Sanguine get here in the rotation. Wrapper should live as the dive succeeds.
Dardas, so feels the full might of that 2-level lead over on that Hera out of the mid lane. But look at this from SSG starting to pivot a little bit over towards the left-hand side.
That was an interesting little skirmish between Panatom and Dardas too, honestly. But this fight in the jungle as Cheerio goes in.
Oh no. Oh, that's a good one there on the red buff as Panatom drops down. Now Shinto makes his way over, but will dash away. So a red buff invade, it looks like. Sanguine at least able to get their own red buff. SpaceStation just making sure nobody will walk in and pick that one up. But Wrapper has now been pushed on back and now knocked up. But Rongyu left alone with 4. Luckily the ultimate will do just fine in self-peel.
Like opportunities when they present themselves, and Sanguine not having an answer so far.
And I think that's exactly where a few of my worries were when I brought up that, you know, Vote has the big level lead and it's the opposite side of the map with the big lead for Sanguine, where the early objectives easier maybe for SpaceStation Gaming to lock down. Panatom having none of it though. Engages onto Wrapper, the snipe from Shinto connects down. Goes the croc as Sanguine will lock in their 6th back in Cheerio. But unsuccessful here. Wrapper undeterred, still makes his way in, but a rotation in behind. It's Yarkor now sees Cheerio, sees Dardas as well. Dash in, but taunted right back out. Yarkor will ult in onto Dardas in the back, but look at the polymorph to self-heal. Panatom has to disengage, but Yarkor and Rongyu are there for the re-engage onto this Hera, who somehow stayed alive. Shinto just wide on the snipe, but Yarkor does end up locking down the kill onto Dardas. Pulled on back though as Yarkor and Cheerio picks up that one. Here come the snipes from both. The double kill for Cheerio. Panatom has to leap away.
Committed too much there, Sanguine. They went all in on Dardas, and they get Dardas, but what cost? Cheerio with a triple, another quadra. Is he heading for another penta? He's hunting for it.
Good. Panatom alone here in the mid lane. You gotta run away, man. Cheerio
all right.
not gonna look for it. Quad for Cheerio.
So, Dave, last week Cheerio gets a
the
penta.
Wingblade Kin-size Ninja Tabai quad kill there for Cheerio, so showing you the power of those few items early on. Panatom, though, still wants a little more. Dardas has done just this last time, though. The polymorph won't be good enough as Yarkor will get the kill, but now Cheerio back in, pocket full of gold, will do so much damage in onto Rongyu, who likely will stay alive. All the pluck back in from Shinto, but Mika still in on the back line. Panatom trying to sidestep. Watch out for Vote. Snipes down. From up in the sky. Shinto stays alive, but Cheerio will now pick up another kill. Yarkor left on an island all alone.
Don't have the damage.
King Arthur will go down.
They just don't have the damage here to Sanguine, and SpaceStation Gaming are just surviving forever. Again, they commit onto Dardas. They know his relics are on cooldown for the most part, as Beats did get up in that fight. But as soon as Dardas dies, the rest of SpaceStation turn up and go, okay, now we brawl. You've committed all the way onto killing this pick of Hera. It opens up an FG, and Shinto, again, didn't find that final judgment. It's twice now I've seen it in this set, where the final 3 members over there. So they have to surrender that, and now with a left-hand Phoenix down, this is a harder task now for Sanguine to stay in this game.
But Cheerio is stuck around. Shinto does hit the ultimate this time, and that sets up the kill for Yarkor. But watch out, backline. Shinto falls to Dardas. Vote will pick up one as well. 4 versus 3. Rongyu running away from Argus, and he'll be able to do at least that much. Yarkor, though, still in the fight. Panatom will go up, down. But if one more bit of CC connects, and that's all you need, damage is great, CC. Dardas picks up the kill onto Panatom. It's Yarkor and Rongyu against 4.
And that was just a great play again from SpaceStation Gaming. Sanguine invest everything into Cheerio. They get Cheerio, but guess what, Dave? They don't win the game.
They're gonna do it again. It's 21 minutes in, and SpaceStation Gaming just walk their way in. This one is not close. Game 2 will fall faster than Game 1 in SpaceStation Gaming. A 2-0 day.
Rough day from